Okay, testing 1 2. All right. So wait, let me just go ahead and do this real quick and boom. All right. So welcome to this edition of Radio 911. I'm Kareem Clemens. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me right here, right now. This is Radio 911, Season 1, Episode 6. Today is October the 25th. And I want to say it is also Sunday, and it is also Rasheen Crawford Day, and also Kobe Bryant Day. Happy Sunday. It goes down on Sunday, every Sunday until the 2021. Now, oh, it does say it. Hold on, just give me 1 second. All right. So welcome everybody out here today. I'm just basically gonna just talk, and um, I know that there's a lot going on in social media right now, and there is a lot happening where people are out to vote. Now, I know you guys see my avatar. I don't have my face up here today. Is because I wanted to come up here and speak to you guys just a little bit on some current issues. However, I am suggesting that people go out and vote, especially in New York. It is early voting. Check your voting where you can go out and vote, because that is what counts, and that's what we need is to go out there and vote. However, if you can't go out and vote, November 3rd is always there to vote. It's around the corner. Also, too, if you say that you voted and then you did your absentee ballot, make sure you have it in the mail posted before November 3rd, because any day after November 3rd is not going to count. Okay, and make sure when you read the ballot, the affidavit, make sure you sign and read it so it can be counted, and make sure you send it on time, because again, the lines are long. I went to go vote today and I was excited, but I can tell you the line wasn't long. However, I came back the next day to vote, because I thought that, okay, well, if I do it early in the morning, I can just go ahead and make my way down here during the day and vote. So I voted, and it was easy. Okay, went in, used my Express Pass, went under they scanned it. It definitely pulled up my information. I signed. I got a ballot. It printed a ballot, and I went to go vote. I put it in the scanner. I got my voting sticker, and I left. It was simple to me, no problem, and I was excited because a change must come. Okay. All right. So I do know that there is some people who are here. Shout out to people on YouTube. Now, usually I will go live on Facebook, social media, or the Omega Studio News. However, I decided to go live on YouTube because I totally forgot about putting it on there. Okay, so real quick, I do want to talk about some information that came to my email. Okay. And okay, so yes, shout out to Al Dickerson, shout out to Daquan Jones, shout out to Princess Diamond, shout out to Butts, my cat Butts, okay, who was asleep. Shout out to everybody on the political processor. I know they were asking me about bringing in some info on um, the uh, political processor and continuing the the next session. However, the next session was definitely whether or not I was going to do my reelection, which I was like flabbergasted because I was like, you know what, this is crazy. I never thought that after my time, right, I would have another 4 more years. I mean, it is it's crazy. It is really crazy on what is going on and what had happened over there because I was like, you know what, this is not happening. I passed the bill. Okay, I passed the bill and the Congress, since they already had the House and the Senate, they overruled my veto and they voted and they put whatever law that I vetoed into the law. Right? Legislation. Let me just say that again. They the veto that I veto on the legislation, right? The people, they definitely said that since they had the House and since they had the Senate, which was the Republicans, uh, they overturned it and they put it into law. And I was like really upset because I wanted to really understand the concept of why they did that. And I didn't even know that because, again, if they did that in a game, then what makes you think that they can't do that in real life? Now, mind you, if this administration wins this election, uh, and they already have the Senate. I heard, and I was looking back on some of the debates that had happened because there was only two debates between the president and uh, the presidency, and also one debate against the vice presidency. And I went and looked at that video, and I was hearing Trump say that if we get the represented to turn Republican, then if they have the House and they have the Senate, then they're going to. But however, we have a Republican, uh, okay, a Republican president, so it would be a Republican red across the board. But my thing is this: I'm a Democrat again, but we have a Republican Senate and Republican House, and what they did was they vetoed my bill, and I was kind of now they took they didn't veto my bill. I vetoed the bill and they took my legislation that I vetoed and they put it into law by voting. And that was a big problem with the political process. Like I was just really, really upset about that. And I was kind of like not really upset, but I was just really like didn't understand how and why they did that because it was like, you know what? It is what it is. Okay, so okay, how you doing? How you doing? Omega Student News, our representatives on YouTube, Omega Students and Social T. Hello. Okay, so here is the web page, right? The web page here it shows the my video. And my video right here, this is the video that I'm talking about. And I was definitely upset about that. I was like really pissed off, like seriously. And if you notice, like right here, matter of fact, hold on, let me just rewind this back where you guys can see, like right here, I just found out that that they took my hold on, let me see. I vetoed a bill, and then they took it and they made it into law, the legislation, which was kind of upsetting. And I think that was the Social Security because I was like, well, if it wasn't bringing any revenues in, right? If it wasn't bringing any revenues in, then why is it that we need to, continue this? And I didn't really know. It was my fault. I didn't really know. I kind of, I'm new at the game, and I was trying to still, try to pass the fact that this would be okay. But when she said that there was no revenues coming into it, I was like, absolutely not. Okay, I was like, absolutely not. Like this is not happening. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let me put my name up on here. Just give me 1 second. I forgot to put that up. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I'm Kareem Clemens. Right. So yeah, so you guys can go ahead and go and watch all that on the blog page, or you can watch it on YouTube, or you can watch it on Facebook because this is Political Processor, which is on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, whichever one. And then also too, and I want to remind you guys that I have the uh, traumatologist. This I have this DLC now, and I was playing it, and I was gonna give you guys an episode on the other day, but I was like, I was trying to fix up some of the things that because I was trying to learn how to place the helicopter the um into the area on top of the hospital, and I was kind of like, I didn't know how to do it, so I had to go back out. But no, we receive police officers. We have a burn unit now. There's a HTU, there's a nursing station, almost like a regular ward. And then when you activate a accident in the game, trust and believe, the helicopter, it does go and pick up a patient. My thing is this: uh, I didn't even activate it, and it decided to go off, and you will hear it, like it'll like, yeah, you'll hear it take off. Um, my thing when it took off the first time that I played the game, it was gone for in the game time. It was gone from 6. And when I looked at the patient arriving into the heliport area, it was 8:30, 9 o'clock. It was 8:30, excuse me, 9 o'clock. And I was like, uh-oh. So it might take it long, like it might take a long time. I mean, it is a helicopter and they are going far out and they are picking up trauma people. So my thing, it is what it is. But I'm very happy that they have it in the game. So you guys join me on let me see. I would say probably on Monday or this week. I would say this week. Okay. So if you guys don't know what Clemens Medical Center is, we're in season 1, episode 8. You guys can tune in to the Omega Medical Center, which is first season, and I think about 15, 16 episodes on YouTube. Okay. And that will give you uh, video content of when I first started playing the Project Hospital on YouTube. So you'll see the whole hospital that I had created and far advanced than what we're dealing with today on the game and the patients and technology and stuff and updates. Okay, so you guys will see that if you guys tune in on my YouTube gaming page, Green Clemens, and type in Project Hospital Omega Medical Center. All one word. Okay. So yes, so basically, this is it's all role play and it's not real. However, there is a game provided by Steam called Project Hospital, and you can play this game, and it's almost like the diagnosis and treatments and everything that you would see in a real hospital is actually happening in this hospital as a game setting. So you would experience that when it comes to patients bleeding out, patients dying, patients coding, collapsing. Uh, yeah, so check me out. Just like the political processor. I don't know if that's really what happens in the political term or political and government world. However, oh, well, let me say that again. I don't know if that happens in the political government world, but um, if the Republican in the Senate was the representatives of the takeover, representatives and senators for takeover Republican, and the president is a Democrat, I did not know that they can. I can veto a legislation and they can override it or overpower it or overvote me and put it into law because that's what you will see in the video that I had in this video right here, which is unbelievable. And again, I did not know that I can run for president again because I already ran 8 years already, And I thought that I was going to, and I'm going to see this right now. I'm going to say this. I'm going to get this off my tongue because I really think that they're probably going to, um, how should I say? They probably royally screw me. Okay, they probably royally screw me and have me campaign. Okay, they campaign, and when it comes to the presidency, which my term is almost up in 40, it's over in 41, 2041. They probably just say, hey, you know what? We have the House, we have the Senate. You can't be the president anymore. I'm just saying. You understand? Because it would be really shocking. And then not only that, it's like I really thought that my term was going to be up because I seen the governor of New Jersey at that time who took my job when I left, and he spent 2 terms, and he was like he's not going to run for reelection. But I had the opportunity to see if I was going to run for reelection, and you know, I just it is what it is. You guys got to tune in on the next episode when I go live. Okay. Now, next would be let me just talk about T.S. Madison real quick. Happy belated birthday. I know T.S. Madison had a birthday 3 days ago. Okay, she turned 43. Okay, happy birthday to her as well. Now, I do know that when her birthday was happening and she was getting ready and doing everything she was doing for her amazing day, okay, the After Dark did not play on the other day, which was 10/24/2020. That would have been for season 1, episode 4. And we already know why, because, it was her birthday and she probably was out doing her thing. She was getting dressed, and shout out to Miss Mary Mackins, Mama Mary, and also to Chi Chi and David. Okay, so, yeah, so it is definitely, probably going to come back next week, I think, which would probably be on Halloween. Okay, because that is the next Saturday, the 31st. Okay, so maybe she might be back then, or she might just say, hey, I might be back on the 7th of November, right after election, and talk about that and put all that in. I don't know. So, but yeah, so shout out to Madison. And I can't understand why nobody don't want to watch this, which I already know people will watch it and is watching it. That's all I'm going to say. Um, it is the After Dark, and you guys can check that out on Madison T.S. Madison Hinton channel, and she is on YouTube, Periscope, and all the services that she provides. She says Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, BGC, Facebook, Jack. So yeah, so you guys know what it is. So yeah, follow TS Madison, and then on this week coming up, you guys can tune in on Omega Studio News and Talk Show T for Madison Mob News. Okay, so yes. So I just received some information from the should I say the I'm just gonna say the moderators for the session. Now, I received some information from the moderator for session. We should be receiving some information for the session really soon because the session is coming back. If you guys don't know what the session is a phone call conversation that happens, conference calls that happen between people all across the world, and you talk and you listen and you help give advice to people who are in need, and we try to be respectful to one another. Just not too long ago, there was a man who called, and he was definitely thinking about committing suicide. And he pretty much was like, well, you know what? I can't do this anymore. He lost his job, and he knew someone who had passed from the coronavirus. And then, you know what? I was like, you know what? I don't understand. I mean, we are right here, lifesavers right here that's gonna try to possibly save this man's life because Daquan he talking, I was talking, another lady she was talking, and then I was here talking along with on the internet, looking at the suicide hotline prevention, national hotline prevention, and I was giving tips on how you can talk to someone who is desperately or probably going to commit suicide. And I was doing, and we were, let me just not say we was doing our best to save this man remotely on the phone. And I was just, you know what, God be the glory. And then when we hung up from the session, me out Daquan, we talked and we was like, you know what, we really hope and pray that this man did not kill himself. And it was just so crazy because it was laying on our heart. And every time we had our phone conversation and our video chat, we was just, you know what, I wonder if that man is okay. Surely, sure enough, when we had our it was the last session, we got a number. We use Blog Talk Radio, which we use the switchboard. And the switchboard, if you guys know what Blog Talk Radio is, it is a station that has what people can call in and you can monitor lines. So we seen a number and we listened to the person who was talking, and right off the back they didn't recognize the name, but they recognized the voice, and it sure enough was him. And we was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it! You alive? You didn't kill yourself?" He was like, you know what? That day that y'all talked to me, I realized one thing. It was my kids that was saving me because I can't see myself killing myself and then leave my kids in this world all alone when they need me. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because God said He may not come when you want Him, but He's always on time. And on that day that we prayed, one or two in the midst of the name, God is in the name of Jesus. God is in the air, and He is there to appear before you. And when we call on His name, He is there. And He sent a blessing to that man. And that's why, we're very grateful and thankful. And it could have turned out a whole different way and a whole different solution. That man could have killed himself. He could have took his life. But I thank God because we was warriors and we were there to be blessing to him as so fit to still stay here and live because of his children. Okay, so yes, that is the session. It's a phone call conversation for people who want to call in, whether or not you're having a shitty day, a happy day, a stressful day, a painful day, and you want to talk about it. You can call a session, and the session is there. And what it is that everybody who's on the line will just try to talk to you and give their opinion and help you if you so need it. If you don't need it, then it is what it is. You just spoke and you just got what you need off your chest because some people just need to talk. Some people just need for somebody to talk, for them to talk, and somebody to listen. Because a lot of people are always blabbling, blabbling, and not listening. Because if they was listening, then they would be able to help somebody in changing something. And that's exactly what happened on that day. We listened to that man. We understood him. You understand? And we couldn't really do anything for him physically, but mentally, because I'm telling you, I was on the national hotline, the suicide hotline, and I was looking like, oh my God, I was Googling. I was like, you know what? What do you do when a person tell you they're gonna commit suicide or try to commit suicide or try to, you know what? And I was like really praying, and my heart was racing, my adrenaline was racing, and we was like, you know what? Oh my God! And Al, he was explaining to me like, you know what? I can't believe this. This is actually really happening. This is live. Like seriously. So, make a long story short, he called back, and by the grace of God, he was there, and he was alive, and he was well, and I thank God for miracles like that. Okay, so I just want to explain that the session will be back very soon. I'm getting details, great details, new details on when it's going to be back, and when it's back, it will appear here on the blog page. So you guys stay tuned for that. Okay, so real quick, you guys are looking at camera live New York City, Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Cam. Okay, and it looked like it's a lot of traffic, honey, because it is Sunday and people are trying to get back home And don't look like those cars are social distancing. You ain't gonna be bullshitting me for social distancing for no cars. But yeah, so you guys looking at the live New York City Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan Cam, and I took this off of YouTube, and I wanted to watch this because it is a very nice view. Like it's amazing. This reminds me of the PJs. When you watch the PJs, and the PJs shows the intervention when they're changing in over when they're switching to another's apartment. It shows you the black and white. That's all you see. Black and white and lights. Okay, the blackness of the buildings and the whiteness of the lights. Because if it was a blackout, you'll see nothing but black. Okay, but it just shows right here that people are working and people are living and people are doing their thing right here, right now. The next camera right here is the cam that is called the Tokyo Live Cam. Now, mind you guys, Tokyo is hours way before us. Okay, you see how the sun just ended, it just landed, or it just set down over here. It is over there right now, 9:02 in the morning. Okay, 9:02 in the morning, Monday morning. They are waking up. They are traveling, going to work. They're doing whatever they're doing right now. They're just now getting up for, it's 9:02, so 9:02 a.m. So that means that they're probably getting up, going to school. It is Monday morning. They're probably going to work. Um, getting something to eat, making some pancakes, making some coffee. Some people haven't even really slept from Sunday. They probably all drunk and they probably all, twisted and wasted, got locked up, went to jail, killed somebody. We don't know. This is a whole different country. Okay? But right here, I watch this cam because it's nice. I like it. I like the fact that uh, the infrastructure. Now, and this brings me back to when I play the political processor, and when I played government simulator, and when I played the uh, other game, dictator. I'm not dictator. Uh, democracy 2 or 3. And when I play that game, I play as the president of the United States. And all the games that I play in those games, political, I play as the head leader in charge. So, with that being said, when I look at this video, right? When I look at this video, guys, for a couple of reasons, and a couple of reasons is their infrastructure. They have so many trains; it's unbelievable, right? The United States of America in this country, we only have the Amtrak and we only have the Greyhound, okay? The Accelera or whatever. But we don't have a fast train, like a train that will take you from New Jersey all the way to California. We're not like that. We're not fast, modern, advanced like that. We are, but we're putting it in all in the wrong things. We're putting it in our cell phones. We're putting it in our cell phones, ladies and gentlemen. We're putting all our technology in our cell phones when we need to be putting our technology in our train infrastructure. Not just our train infrastructure, honey. Our buses, our trains, our planes, our taxis, anywhere that they're going to transport the people of this great country, we need to do it, and we need to do it fast. And I think the fact is that maybe it's too late. Maybe it's not, maybe it's not right, suitable. Maybe there's not enough funding, because when I was playing a game, it was telling me that I needed to put more funding into the infrastructure. But look at this. Amazing. I look over here, and then it's not saying, not saying the United States is not clean, but it just shows you, this is Tokyo, okay? And it just shows you that with over the amount of people that they have, you would think that the country would be so dirty and filthy, and we just now banning plastic bags. It's ridiculous. Like the modern age, we're just now banning plastic bags. But my thing is this: I think what we need to do is we need to seriously think about our future. And if you think we're not thinking about it, then we need to think harder. And if you think you're not thinking harder, then damn it, think harder. Seriously. And mind you, that train that just went by, this train right here, this train here, these trains I'm pretty familiar with. I haven't rode on it, but I'm pretty familiar with it from the game Transport Fever because I use a lot of games off of Steam that are like just like that because I call it duck face. Like they call it, they look like they have quackers on their their beak. So I call them duck trains. And those trains are really fast and it is really efficient and it is worth having. And I think that if we provide that instead of putting all that technology in our phones, like the iPhones, before you know it, it's going to be an iPhone 20, iPhone 23, an iPhone 59. Like, come on now. What more can you do with the damn iPhone that you can't start doing with our infrastructure? I don't understand. I don't understand. We need to have more. We need to have a fast bullet train, whether or not it is underground or whether or not it is overground. We need to have something that is fast and efficient. And maybe if we can take, I hear everybody saying that we're using these plastic bags, they're bad for the environment. We're using all these cans and all this other stuff, and they take these things and they make it into something that is right for the environment. Well, why can't you take something and make it right for the United States of America? I don't know. I'm just saying we have a lot of billionaires and millionaires. And let me explain something to you. And I want to say this real quick on my show. Shout out to Tyler Perry, honey. Shout out to Medea. Okay. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Okay. Because what that man is doing is a blessing. He is a blessing in disguise for a whole bunch of people. And even for me. And even for you. Because he gave you something that you can use and apply to and laugh from. Medea, honey. Medea. So my thing is this. I praise Tyler Perry because he was on CBS and he was speaking to Gail and he was talking. She was complimenting him on his 30-page manifesto, not manifesto, sorry, his 30-page instructions on what he delivered for his studio and how he can help people who are fighting the quarantine, the COVID, and also working at the same time. So he built camps and he did what he did, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And then Gail, she was talking about how he actually paid for somebody to go to college. He actually got a whole bunch of prepaid cards and distributed them over, helping with the help of the police department. He paid for people's grocery. He paid for people's food and layaway. He paid for the funeral service for the dude who was shot in a Wendy's parking lot. And he also paid for a family of George Floyd. Let's not forget that he also flew Whitney Houston's body back home from California to New Jersey for the funeral service. Tyler Perry did a lot of things that the people, don't even understand. And this man is a blessing in disguise. And the reason why I brought up Tyler Perry is because look what he did for the people in Georgia and how he put his studio there, okay, on Fort McPherson, okay, and how they were able to turn that into a studio for many African American and Hispanic and white for all generations to come there and work and pretty much, make movies. Tyler Perry said he even hired or have people there who have been in jail. You understand? Because it just shows that the rehabilitation that people can do while they're in jail to come out and believe in themselves, and not only for themselves but for their family, and make it right. And look, he hired them, and they're working for him in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Tyler Perry is a billionaire. Okay, he's a billionaire, and I'm even thinking about buying some stocks because it looks like this man is, doing it up. And again, Tyler Perry said he was homeless. He was in a car. He was sleeping in a car. He was homeless, and he didn't have anywhere to go. But the fact that his mother was there for him, he dedicate everything that he does and everything he do because Gail asked him, "Where does this come from?" And he said it comes from his mom because every time he'll wake up in his house, he will see different people from all walks of life, and they're there because that's what type of person his mom was, and she was a helping person, and that faded off on him, and she passed away, and he actually now doing for other people, and they can do something for other people because that's what he asks people to do is to pay it forward. Okay? So yeah, so shout out to Tyler Perry. So yeah, the reason why I brought Tyler Perry up and looking at this video here is because in the infrastructure is because if Tyler Perry can do it, somebody can do it out there. And all these people, billionaires, millionaires, they got money. Tyler Perry just did it. He just did it in the form of the movie set. Okay, the movie set. Child, if I knew how to fix the infrastructure in this country, shoot, I will definitely write it out, a plan, and put it there on the table and execute it so we can make it happen. Okay? We can make it happen. For actually, mind you, when all the wildfires was going on in California, I was like, you know what? I don't understand. Every year I hear about the same story, the California wildfires, the California wildfires. Now, there was something that Trump had said something that was very important, and I want to bring that up. And he said something about park management now, or wildlife management, or wood management. My thing is this: if you can't control the fact that there's all these leaves over there that's dry and like at a stroke of if you breathe wrong, the place is gonna torch. My thing is this: if you can't clean it up and it's a nature thing, why can't you install big water sprinklers, big water sprinklers in those areas, pipes, send the pipes from the river, okay, and install it. While you got all these firefighters that's coming to fight these fires and stuff, use them to build this pipe system and a sprinkler system. And then when this stuff goes off in the areas that you cannot reach, then have those sprinklers activate. And what it does is it dishes out so much water in the areas that are hot zones and the areas that are too dry, and it makes it to the point where it's not so uh, infurious the way it is when you see it on these videos and pictures and TV. When you see it, it's ridiculous. It just looks like the whole state is burning. So I mean, that was one of my idea. Maybe they should install sprinkler systems from how they install. Instead of doing it from the top, do it from the bottom, the ground. You know, the water you can make water shoot up in the air 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, or maybe 100 feet. You can do it when you make these amusement parks. You can make water shoot up in the air that far. So when you have these sprinklers, maybe these sprinklers in these areas that they build that you can't really go up to, and because they let it burn because they don't really want to risk their lives from going up there, the sprinklers can affect, and then it would actually save a lot of homes burning, people properties burning, and the number one, it will save lives because so many people are dying trying to fix this. Every year I hear about this. Every year I hear about this. We can do something. And again, look at these people over here. Look what these people are capable of doing. The United States is capable of doing. But no, What we doing is arguing, bitch. We arguing over red and blue. We arguing over Republican and Democrats. We arguing over whether or not they're going to get a stimulus check or whether or not they're not going to get a stimulus check. We're knowing damn well we're going to, we're born and we're going to die, bitch. And it is what it is. Just like all those people who died and paved the way for us to make it for what it is today, we need to do the same thing so we can make it better and brighter for our future. Because obviously it ain't gonna get no better than what it is. It look like it's just getting worse and worse. But we gotta change for our future because we're gonna be long gone, dead, long gone, okay? And we're gonna still be doing everything. They are still gonna be doing everything that what we've been doing, and it ain't gonna be right for the generation to come. So when 2100 come, 100 years from now, it would definitely be. What do we do? Where do we go? Oh, we got to still invest in an iPhone that they worked on. Remember, they had the iPhone 12, they had the iPhone 11, like iPhone. So we up to iPhone 68. No, we up to iPhone 50. We up to iPhone 120. I woo the iPhone 120i, and bitch, this shit could fly, bitch, like a drone. The new Apple i 125i, okay? The 125i is Apple phone is a drone phone. Bitch, it follows you everywhere you go. And you don't even have to put it in your pocket. All you got to do, it just hoovers. If we want to make it like that, that's what we need. Like, people look at the Jetsons and they be like, you know what? We thought that we were gonna have flying cars and saucers and no, we putting that in our phones and not technology that is already advanced. We need to advance all the other stuff that we can make it better, not for us but for other people. I'm just saying it. Just saying. But I love this picture. I love this video. Okay. So yeah, so you guys can watch this on the blog page, right? It is a beautiful view. When it's during the daytime, you can see the people walking. You don't see the people walking. You can see the stickers. You can the stickers. No, you can see the stickers. The stickers. You can see the stickers moving. Okay, and it's little image people moving, and you can see it because I seen it earlier. Okay, and just like that, you can follow up on the social media. Shout out also the Talk Show T Star Post and the Talk Show T After Post. Okay, and also of course the starters of the Talk Show T. All right, and then again, when you guys see that the session will be out and make its approach, you will see it will be back on here. This is the announcement page where you will see the session will where it when it resume. You will see updates right here. Okay, so the last it was March 31st. So we will resume after that. Okay. No, that wasn't the last one. That was the last time they posted. Okay, and then we have Talk Show T and Live at 9, which that's every Thursday, by the way. Okay. Shout out to Princess Diamond. We do know that she has Cali LLC, and you guys can go join her on her Facebook page. Also, too, you guys, I am going to be live with Val on November the 3rd. We will be live at right here because we have the voting. We have the voting. We will actually. What's going to happen is she's going to be in one area, and I'm going to be in another area, and we're going to be voting. We're going to be counting votes and watching votes. So, matter of fact, she's just going to be there, and because people wanted to see her again, so I'll set it up so we can see Val and how Val is going to join us. I'll probably just talk a couple of words, and also too, I'm the voice of Val, so Val's voice. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's gonna come out and vote. The last time I was here was on October the 31st, and we were going to go and do a little vote. So I'll be back here on November the 3rd, right here with Kareem. See you guys very soon. So yeah, so that's Val, and actually, this is our live feed right here. Is this supposed to be this is the live feed? Okay, so yeah, so this is the live feed. Um, so yeah, this is the live feed which is going on right now on social media, the Facebook page. I'm sorry, the YouTube page. Okay. So yeah, but yeah, so I'm just really excited with another Radio 911, and I'm really excited that you guys are actually here to join me right here, right now. Because this is Radio 911, and I'm just so excited. Okay, so yeah, so this is Rasheen Crawford Day, and it is Kobe Bryant Day, and mind you, you know, Kobe Bryant definitely is still making headlines today because people are still looking up to this man, still shocked that Kobe Bryant died along with his daughter and the seven other people who died in the helicopter crash. And then, last but not least, I'm just gonna leave this off with my friend Sheeny. Okay, my friend Sheeny. We know him as Rasheen Crawford. Some people know him as Rasheen Crawford. I know him as Sheeny. Okay, and I can tell you one thing. It's not a day that don't go by that I do not think about my nigga Sheeny. Okay, and it's just that I really wish that I had the opportunity to, could get the opportunity to talk to him again and see him and, just chat it up with him and everything. But I know that he's somewhere in the sky and he looking over all of us, his sister Tamika, his brothers Will and Sharif, and everybody else, his nieces and nephews and all of them. So I know that he's up there watching over all of us. And I just want to say I miss you, Sheeny, and I love you. And you guys watch out for the Omega Studio News and Talk Show T putting out a online virtual memorial for my dude Sheeny. This has been another episode of Radio 911 on 10/25/2020, right here, right now, on the Omega Studios Talk Show T, with today featuring the Kobe Bryant Day and Rasheen Crawford Day, right here, right now. I'm Kareem Clemens, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. Bye.